Hi students, hope you all are well and doing good. So today we are again here for your third chapter, third unit of your business studies, that is business environment. And in today's lecture, we'll discuss the features, importance and dimensions of business environment. First of all, we have to understand the concept of environment. But before that, get prepared with your registers and please note down important terms which I'll tell you during this lecture. So as far as business environment is concerned, business environment simply means the surroundings of business in which a business is running its operations. So it simply means the sum total of all those factors which influence the business and over which the business has no control. It has both threats and opportunities for the business. Now the question arises, what do we mean by threat? So note down, threat refers to the negative changes that occurred in the business environment and works as an obstacle in the performance of organization. Second is opportunities. Opportunities refer to the positive changes that occur in business environment and are helpful in organization to improve its performance. So this is about threats and challenges. So business environment has both threats and opportunities for the business. We know very well that every business organization is an organ of the society. It exists and runs in association with different groups which are in society like customers, suppliers, competitors, banks and financial institutions. Even government agencies, because without these agencies we cannot work upon. And all these groups influence the working of business in different ways. And that's why these are the constituents of business environment. Hope the meaning of business environment is now clear to you. Now next is characteristics or features of business environment. First is totality of external forces. As we have discussed that business environment is affected by the external forces which are affecting the running of a business enterprise. And these forces are having no control. Business is not having any control to control these forces. So it is the group of many such forces. That's why its nature is of totality. Second is specific and general forces. The forces which present outside the business, we can divide these forces in two parts, that is general and specific. General forces are those forces which affect all the firms of an industry equally. And the specific forces are those forces which affect the firms of an industry individually. For example, its customers, suppliers or competitive firms, etc. Third is interrelatedness. So many different factors of business environment are there. For example, let's suppose that there is a change in import-export policy of the government as new government comes. So in this case, when new government is in existence, is in power, then it can have the power to change the policy as political and economic changes. Thus, we can say it affects that change in one factor affects the other. So these all factors are interrelatedness. Next is dynamic nature. Environment of business is dynamic, means it keeps on changing in terms of technological advancements, change in fashion and taste of customers, even with the entry of new competitors in the market. Next is uncertainty. Uncertainty means the things which are not certain, we cannot predict. So business environment is uncertain, we can't predict it, as it's very difficult to predict future. फ्यूचर में क्या होने वाला है, कौन सी घटनाएं होने वाली हैं, इनको हम नहीं जान सकते, क्योंकि बिजनेस का जो एनवायरनमेंट है वो डायनेमिक है. इट इज नेवर स्टेबल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, in case of information technology and in case of fashion industries, rapid changes are there. Next is complexity. So business environment include so many factors, and all these factors are related to each other. Therefore, their individual effect on the business cannot be recognized. And this is perhaps it may be the reason which makes the business units to face them difficult. So it is complicated on that part. Relativity. Business environment is a relative concept, as it is different from country to country and even from region to region. For example, political conditions in the USA differ from those in India, or we can say China. Similarly, demand for saris may be highly high in India, whereas it may be almost non-existent in Spain or France, etc. So, business environment is a relative concept. So, this is all about the characteristics or features of business environment. And now we'll discuss importance of business environment. In today's context, it is really very important for a business unit to remain alert and aware of its environment. Whatever changes are taking place, a business unit has to become very alert with those changes. So a good understanding of environment by the managers enables them not only to identify and evaluate, but also to react to the forces which are not in their control. And the importance is like, number one, it helps the firm to identify opportunities and get the first mover advantage. Opportunities, I have told you that these refer to the positive changes. Those are going to improve firm's performance in future. So environment gives different opportunities for the success of a business enterprise. Early identification of these opportunities help the firm to be first to get the benefit, means to exploit them instead of losing them to competitors. वो खुद उसका फ़ायदा उठाते हैं, ना इसकी बजाय कि कॉम्पिटिटर्स उसका फ़ायदा उठाएं, वो पहले आकर उस अपॉर्चुनिटी को अवेल कर लेते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मारुति उद्योग became the leader in the small car market because it was the first to recognize the need for small cars in India, where petroleum prices were rising and there was a large middle class population. So the firm's enable themselves to identify opportunity and get the first mover advantage. Second is, it helps the firm to identify threats and early warning signals. Threats means the negative changes. Those create a problem in the path of the performance of a business unit. So, awareness towards environmental changes can help managers to identify various negative changes, that is various threats, on time and serve as an early warning signal. For example, we can say if an Indian firm finds that an MNC is entering the Indian market with new substitutes, new products, it will work as a warning signal for the Indian firm. So, it can improve the quality of its existing products and reduce cost of production, and it has to engage itself in advertisements so that it can cope with that change. Next is, it helps in assisting in planning and policy formulation. As business environment provides both opportunities and threats for the firm or business units, so its understanding and deep study can be the basis for deciding that what course of action we are going to take in future and which training guidelines to take decisions, that is for making policy, we are going to take in future. For example, entry of new players in the market, which means more competition, may make an enterprise think about how to deal with the situation. That means if more and more competitors are entering in the market, then business unit has to plan and formulate the policy to cope with this challenge. Next is, it helps in tapping useful resources. We know that a business enterprise collects various resources, assembles various resources which are called inputs, like finance, machines, raw material, power and water, labor, from environment, including also the government and suppliers. Afterwards, it supplies the environment with its output, such as goods and services for customers, and it makes payment for taxes to government and return on the investment made by the investors, persons. Likewise, because the enterprise depends on the environment as a source of inputs and as an outlet for outputs, ये उनसे inputs लेकर उनको output देती है. So enterprise design policies which permit them to get the resources which are required, and it can convert those resources into output. जो इनपुट चाहिए होता है उन्हें ये लेती हैं और उससे आउटपुट में कन्वर्ट करके एनवायरनमेंट को उसकी ज़रूरतों के हिसाब से प्रोवाइड कर देते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज, इट हेल्प्स इन कोपिंग विद रैपिड चेंजेस. In feature of business environment, we had discussed that business environment is dynamic in nature. Means उसमें changes continuously आते रहते हैं. So today's business environment is also dynamic, where changes are taking place at a fast pace. So it is not the fact of change itself that is so important as the pace of change. जरूरी नहीं है कि कितना चेंज आया, पर वो चेंज तो आया. In order to cope effectively with these changes, managers must understand and examine the environment and develop suitable courses of action. And next is it helps in improving performance. The firms which continuously monitor their environment, that means they are keeping an eye on the changes which are taking place in the environment, and then develop suitable course of action, not only improve their present performance but also continue to get success in market for a longer period of time. For example, in the present scenario, when we are facing the problem of COVID-19, so major changes are there. As we are teaching you with the help of these video lectures, that is with the help of virtual classes. So the institutions which identify these changes and implement themselves in their working, they will succeed for a longer period. So this is all about importance or significance of business environment till we have discussed now. Now next is components of business environment. These may be also treated as elements or dimensions of business environment. Business environment may be categorized mainly as internal and external environment. Whereas internal environment refers to all those factors which affects the business and are present within the business itself. These are generally controllable. For example, objective of the business, policies of the business, their production methods and production capacity, participation in management, their organizational structure, etc. That is the internal framework of a business unit is known as internal environment. And next is external environment. External environment includes all those factors which affect a business and remains outside the business. Business has no control over these factors. So the information about these factors is very important from the point of view of studying external environment. So on this basis we can say that external environment can furtherly be divided into major categories, that is micro environment and macro environment. Micro environment simply means that environment which includes all those factors with which business is closely and directly related. These factors directly influence business units, and these are customers, its competitors, its suppliers, its market intermediaries, and the public itself. Next is macro environment, or we can also term these as general environment. Macro environment simply means that environment which includes especially those factors which are not directly concerned, which have a distance relation with business, and these influence all the business units almost in the similar manner. एक सा effect इनका आता है सभी business units के ऊपर. So this macro environment consists economic environment, social environment, technological environment, political environment, and legal environment. First of all, economic environment. This is categorized as the dimensions, विभिन्न पहलू जिन्हें कहा जाएगा. These it is amongst the very important dimension of business environment. These are also treated as elements of business environment. So the economic environment includes all those economic factors that can affect management practices in a business enterprise or in institution. For example, change इन डिस्पोजेबल इनकम ऑफ पीपल, खर्च करने योग्य जो उनकी इनकम है उसमें होने वाला बदलाव, इन्फ्लेशन रेट्स ऑफ इंटरेस्ट एंड द वैल्यू ऑफ रुपी एंड स्टॉक मार्केट indices. So this is all about economic environment. For example, I'll say a rise in disposable income of people creates increasing demand for products. For example, if their existing income is increased, they are ready to spend more amount of their income to purchase the goods. Fall in stock exchange index due to demonetization. And another example is to tackle the problem of recession, RBI has allowed the commercial banks to reduce the interest rates on the loan, as in present scenario the COVID-19 problem is being faced. And next is social environment. Social environment of business simply includes all the social forces like our customs, traditions, values, trends of society, that is social trends, society's expectations from the business, what society is expecting from business. Social trends present various opportunities and threats to business enterprises. For example, the health and fitness trend has become popular amongst large number of urban people, and this has created a demand for products like organic food, diet, soft drinks, gyms, mineral water and another food supplements. And on the other way, this trend has, however, harmed business in other industries like dairy processing, tobacco and liquor. So, social trends provides both opportunities and threats to business enterprises. For example, the celebration of Diwali, Eid, Christmas and Guru Parv in India provides significant financial opportunities for getting greetings card. Companies also, sweets or confectionery manufacturers. Increase in demand for organic food, as earlier I had told you in the example. So this is about social environment. Third is technological environment. Technological environment includes those forces which are related to scientific improvements and innovations which provide new ways of producing goods and services, which are providing new methods and techniques of operating a business unit. Examples we can say, airline companies have internet and its website pages where customers can look for flight timings, destination fares and book their tickets online. And as in present scenario, as on 12th May, the trains which have to be started, they have given the opportunity for its passengers to buy online tickets, and only those passengers which have got online tickets will be able to board on those trains. So this is due to technological environment, changes in technique, advancements. Next is those forces which tells about the political conditions such as general stability and peace in the country, and its attitude is also depending on the government towards business. Price. It may include, for example, political stability, build up confidence among business persons so that they can invest in long-term projects for the growth of the economy. Hyderabad has become the most popular place for informational technology industry due to supportive political climate, as a result of which Hyderabad is commonly known as Cyberabad. So this is about a political environment. If we are having a government who is stable, then people will be ready to invest in long-term growth projects of the economy. And it's another example we can also quote that frequent visits of our Prime Minister to different countries for promoting cordial relationship. Next is legal environment. This legal environment includes legislations passed by the government, administrative orders which are issued by government authorities, and court judgments, as well as decisions which are given by various commissions and agencies at every level of the government, whether it is at central level, whether it is at state level or at local level. It is mandatory for the management of every business enterprise to obey the law which is laid by the government. So, an adequate knowledge of rules and regulations which are framed by the government should be known very well for improving the performance of the business, because non-fulfillment of these laws can lead the business enterprise into so many legal problems. Its examples are direction of Supreme Court that only green crackers will be available for sale within the country. Advertisements for packets of cigarettes must carry the statutory warning that cigarette smoking is injurious to health. Advertisement of alcoholic beverages is prohibited on Doordarshan. So, this is all about the environment components, which include economic environment, social environment, political, legal and technological environment. I hope you have understood all the concepts which I had told you in today's lecture. This chapter is just technical, so learn the things properly by making proper notes. I'll send assignments of this topic in your WhatsApp groups. Hope you will do very well. So bye.